Greetings, peoples of the interwebs. So, Jake here, and with me are my co-hosts Dave and Jordan, and joining us once again via Skype is another co-host, Richard.
I'm Reverend Spaceman.
Reverend Spaceman.
Space Ace.
Space
Wrong
Ace.
every time.
But, this is a trailer analysis on something we've been waiting for months. Like a full trailer.
And a follow-up.
Yes.
We could add.
Some of us days.
So
Some people have been waiting for over a decade.
Yes, we did an analysis on the teaser for Star Wars Force Awakens. This is the full trailer, and we're
Is it?
bringing it to
I think
you.
it's
this
another
is teaser
teaser.
2, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's just teaser
Still,
too.
that other okay, that teaser though. It
An extended teaser.
oh my god.
We doing the one word thing still? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna do a
Yeah,
one-word
yeah.
description, starting with Dave, Richard, me,
Don't
Jordan.
start with me. Don't start with me.
No, we're gonna start with you, Dave. We're putting you on the spot. So go. One-word description.
Okay, I'll go first.
You just want dead air. Waiting for me.
I'm gonna say,
Looking for the right word.
damn.
Okay, good word. Jordan.
Excited.
Can I use Richards?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Richards.
Choose another one.
Dave, you're allowed to use mine too if you can't think of one.
Yeah, I might be about there.
Can I
But
change?
not as like yeah, it's more of a frustrated exclamation.
Really?
I'm gonna.
No, if I. Never,
You going
never
frustrated?
Mind, never mind. I'm not going with frustrated. I'm going with
I'm gonna go with
Cock-
ecstatic.
okay.
Cocktease.
Yeah, cocktease.
Okay. Good.
I was gonna go with. I can't think of the right word. I was gonna say confusing. Not what I'm looking for though. I'm emotionally confused.
Confuzzled.
Confuzzled. Yeah,
Distraught.
I think I'll be the voice of like not as super excited. Like I'm still looking forward to the movie. It was.
You're devil's advocating.
I'm devil's advocating. Absolutely. I
Kind
don't
of what
know.
I did the last one.
It felt like they're just throwing a lot at you that without context. And I mean, the best part of it for me is, as with the other one, as soon as I saw the Millennium Falcon,
Yeah.
and the very best part, you actually get to see Han, and Chewie.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
But,
I met Chewie.
so have I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice too.
We
We need to get Lando in this movie so we can get both Star Wars people I've met.
So I'm gonna counter that.
Drinking a
Yes.
Colt 45.
Yeah.
They do leave you
Yeah.
with like all this out of context stuff.
That's the point of teaser.
But, yes, but also to me, that's what I love. Because it
Yes.
leaves so much to your imagination and speculation. Like, because like right after the trailer, I texted both of you guys, and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!"
So many
and then-
questions.
Yes, and then I was texting some other friends, and just pretty much the following couple days, I've been like going up to anyone that I know. I'm just like, "Star Wars trailer, you seen it?"
Mm-hmm.
And
Just
so
when he's
just-
out walking his dog in the park. It's
yeah,
like,
going up to random strangers, punching them in the face. It's like, you haven't seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
Die!
Actually picking up some girls that way. Got
Yeah.
a few
just
phone
all
numbers.
women. They like.
Yeah, but okay. So can I start with my speculations? Because I've got a lot to say.
Nope.
Like I've been rehearsing this since I saw the trailer because I watched it like several times.
You know, I
since...
can tell how excited
I
you
actually
are.
don't have any speculations. I just have thoughts, but go ahead.
Okay, so here are my speculations. So initially, in the first teaser, you see John Boyega's character, like as you know.
I'm just gonna
Black-
go
the
ahead
Black
and say,
Stormtrooper.
yeah. What I was gonna say, what we're all
Um,
thinking is that the Black Stormtrooper.
And, my
That scene
speculation,
scares the shit out of everyone when you watch it.
but
Not because
my
it's a black guy.
speculation, my speculation was he's not actually a stormtrooper. He's trying to infiltrate him. Now with this
I
new
mean, that
teaser,
was my assumption,
yeah,
but
with this new teaser, I think it lives.
kind of definitely seems like that.
Yeah, it gives more credit to the speculation because you see this new chick who I presume is like Han and Leia's daughter, maybe.
Probably.
Basically, there's a huge explosion. You see him
Hope
kind
so.
of laying down in the sand, and she reaches down to pull him up.
Soccer.
That's for that.
And
I just knew the name.
so I'm pretty sure he's like a rebel that they're like, hey dude, you need to go in and infiltrate the Empire, what's left. Also, at the very beginning when you see that destroyer ship crash into the sand,
Yeah.
I think that's symbolic to show that the Empire's grasp on the galaxy has loosened significantly. because in the previous films,
You're going deep here.
Oh, I
Yeah.
am. In the previous films, the destroyer ships, that's like the ultimate sign of like military
Their
control.
dominance,
And
and-
yes, because you see those things just floating about, you're like, oh, we're,
Well, that's the
we're all
first
gonna
shot
die.
in episode 4, right?
Yes, that's the
Yep.
very beginning scene. You see the destroyer chasing
Might
after.
be onto something here. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
And it's huge.
Yes.
I broke into J.J.
And,
Abrams' house over here.
so I got in a discussion with someone else, and they were saying how preposterous it was that you see this one destroyer ship and only one X-wing crashed. Now maybe that is coincidence. Maybe there's like a whole graveyard of X-wings on the other side that we don't see.
I think that's just kind of nitpicking too much.
Yeah. Or maybe again,
But,
that's
you're
that's
going to
symbolic.
overanalyze this. It's
Yes.
only 2 minutes.
Because it's it's
One
also-
X-wing did destroy the Death Star.
Yes. So again, maybe that's also symbolic as to
Could
show
be.
like, okay, here's kind of where we're at right now in this film. Destroyer
Yeah.
done. That thing is destroyed. The Empire's grasp is loosening, and you see just that one X-wing almost empowering the rebels. Because it seems like, again, my speculation is in this film, the main storyline is the Empire. They're like, okay, we just got our asses kicked.
Kind of on their last
bad.
legs.
Yeah, they're on their last
Yeah.
legs, but they're trying to kind of
Have a rebirth.
have a rebirth to take back control, and then the
And the
rebels.
Sith seems to be rising.
Yeah, but the rebels
Finally
they
seeing that
started-
crossguard lightsaber in action.
Yes, but like the rebels, they're like they've probably got some of the other star systems and maybe other galaxies and planets kind of rallying behind them. It's like we destroyed the Death Star, the other half Death Star.
Yeah.
Emperor's dead. Vader's dead. What more do you want from us? Join our side and let's take the Empire out.
Well, I mean, Vader's been dead for a while.
Well, yeah,
30
but-
years.
I mean, does it start 30 years later? Or are we going to see right after Empire?
There-
Or like a little bit.
I feel like there might be flashbacks, but I
I
think
think there'll be
overall,
flashbacks, but I think the setting will be 30 years.
Yes.
From the,
Yeah.
from the,
Well, yeah, I'm
from
just
the
thinking
get-go.
how much would we see? I mean, is the beginning going to be right after
I think
Empire?
no.
Or
I think it'll be
is
30
it
years.
just flashbacks?
I think
Yeah.
it'll be 30 years.
Yeah. Also, I think the main thing with the Empire is they're sending out their Inquisitors to basically hunt down not only rebels, but also people who have knowledge of the Force. Because basically Luke, presumably, if they're going loosely based on some of the,
They're not.
Universe.
expanded universe,
They kind of
Luke
went out and
basically
said that all those are not canon.
still, they can easily take...
I feel like there's so much of that.
Yeah.
Even-
Also, I feel like the
even
main reason
an
that they...
original idea.
I feel like the main reason
probably
they
something
said
somebody
that stuff
started
is
thought
not
of.
canon anymore is it's easier just to say it's not canon. They don't have to pay any more rights. It's like,
That's
but they can still obviously take influences and whatnot from the expanded universe and some of these novels.
well, I
and
mean,
whatnot.
they've got like 20 more coming out before the
Yeah.
movie anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that like Luke is basically rebuilding the Jedi Order. I'm sure there's not a whole lot of members, but it's in progress. And then the Empire is basically sending out their Inquisitors, who've kind of been, the sidelines for the most part, because what need do you have for Inquisitors when the Jedi Order is done? Pretty much
Yeah.
dead. But with the Force reawakening, as the
Yes.
title suggests,
Uh,
they're probably they're probably sending out their Inquisitors. It's like, okay, we're on our last leg. You guys need to go out there and kill as many people with midichlorians in their body as humanly possible.
Order 66, those SOPs.
I think that's a brief synopsis of my
What you think the
speculations.
movie is going to be.
Brief.
Yes. Okay, so maybe I went on a bit of a thing,
Alright.
but again, after I saw that trailer, I had so
Well
many
done,
thoughts,
well done.
so many thoughts going through my mind, and I was trying to piece it together. What are you guys'
I
thoughts?
like it. I like it. You went deep, and
Thank you.
the whole symbolism thing. And
yeah.
I wouldn't have gone that deep into it, but
I think I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I'm more excited for this than I was for Batman v Superman, but
Yeah.
not quite that excited. I mean, it looks good. It looks promising. I'll say that.
where
I
was
really
Oscar
haven't-
Isaac in all this?
What?
Where was Oscar Isaac? Like the only actor I really knew of the new cast?
They're saving him.
I hope so. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a great actor. From
I
what
don't know, I'm
I've
kind of
seen.
on the same fence as Jake. I'm pretty pumped. Just being
Yeah.
a huge Star Wars fan, I liked the whole voiceover in the trailer with Luke.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
I'm
And-
excited for it, but I'll be more excited once I've seen it. I think
I think it did the job of the teaser.
Oh yeah, I mean again,
For sure.
It builds your expectations. It doesn't give you enough. Doesn't give you any major
Yeah.
plot details.
I like how it bounces all over the place though.
Yeah,
because
like,
you're
you-
asking who's this, who's that, what's this.
You actually get, what's this?
who's that, who's this.
You actually
know?
get like full shots of like the new stormtrooper
Yes.
outfits, because in the first teaser you just kind of get like a bust, like from like the
I like
shoulder.
those helmets.
Yes, and I think the design is really good.
And J.J. Abrams isn't using a bunch of lens flare. Yes.
Yeah. But like I said, or like what Jordan said, it has this nice balance of like, okay, here's maybe like the rebels. You get that nice shot of the X-wings flying over that body of water, and then you also get
good water.
yeah,
good water.
But
Yes.
it's good drinking water.
Dasani,
If,
Aquafina.
if you want dysentery.
Yeah. Then you also get like the stormtroopers. Looks like they're about to march out, and then you also see the crossguard lightsaber, like Richard said, in
Yep.
action. So it's like
Who do you think these Sith guys are?
the Inquisitors. Explain it, Dave.
I'm just not even paying attention right now.
Can you be professional?
But you know,
and follow me?
for the old or
It's as professional as I get.
for the new school haters that don't, weren't crazy about this teaser, you do get Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Yeah, and I think
at
that
the
was.
very end.
That's what
Like-
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that was I
Like
mean,
you said.
like Dave said, that was the best
Yes,
part because the first
I guess
teaser.
Everyone can agree on
I guess
that.
I'm in nostalgia mode, but I don't know.
That's your words.
Because again, you see, that first teaser, it's pretty much all the new cast members and just this new stuff.
Yeah, I'm
for the
ready
most
for
part.
these
That's
Just
how
so we
characters. I'm ready to get
know
some
a little
more
bit more
yeah,
about them.
development. I'm glad
Oh,
they're
yeah.
offspring. You still got that connection with the old trilogy characters, and
Yeah,
they're
you
still
kind
going
of
to play a
assume-
role. They're not going to be huge, but
Yeah.
they will be in it. They will be a part
Yeah,
of it.
I mean, again, I think
They're going to set the landscape for this this episode.
Yeah.
Kind of let, I guess, the reins for the next two
Mhm.
be all these new characters. So
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to see what happens with
So like some people, they're kind of they're like, well, they're adding all these new characters and actors and stuff like that.
That's-
Like, how long is this movie going to be? Like 4 hours, which I'm not opposed to.
It won't be.
But
I
I
think a lot of characters I think there are a lot of characters, and some of them get like less screen time. They have to confirm there are going to be spin-offs too.
yeah,
Plus,
that's another thing is and again, this is only the first new movie.
Also, I really don't think the original cast is going to spend that much time on
Oh.
it. And even if they do, episodes 8 and 9 are going to be all about these new guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure the new guys will probably play, and I know I'm going to say the biggest curse word in the Star Wars community. They're going to be like the prequels with the Jedi Council.
I thought you
Now
were
they
going to say Nerf herder.
Okay, scruffy nerf herder Dave.
Who's scruffy looking?
Yeah, who's scruffy looking, Dave? Tell us.
Richard said he was going to say the biggest curse word in Star Wars. I
Yeah,
thought Nerf herder. I wasn't directing it towards anyone.
Okay, good.
You
Because
took it that way. I'm sorry.
I was about to leap out of my chair and like rip your face off.
I know it's like
The word
their
is
word or whatever.
Han shot first.
He did.
Han did shoot first. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think kind of the older cast might just play like a Jedi Council type role. They're there and they have some impact, but they aren't the ones that the plot is focusing on.
Yeah, well, I mean, all these new characters weren't just cast for one movie. They were casting 3 movies.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So I think these characters, the newer ones, even if they, like you were saying, if they don't get a whole lot of screen time in this movie,
They will
it's
later
yeah.
on.
Setting them up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really all this movie is gonna be. I mean, it's, I guess, kind of establishing what happened in these past 30 years,
Yeah.
and then setting up for the
But,
next
that was
generation.
pretty much how A New Hope was. It was kind of just introducing you to this universe.
You had to
not a-
start somewhere.
Yeah, not a whole lot was going on in that movie aside from just like introducing.
It's still just like a
Yeah.
perfect, like one-shot adventure
Yeah.
movie.
So yeah,
Why not part 4?
Huh?
So yeah, you got to start somewhere. So why not part 4?
Originally,
Yeah.
it wasn't even part 4.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
yeah, A New Hope.
I don't really know when they.
Am I in danger?
made
We're
it.
all in danger here. Can you help us?
Richard, is that you?
No, it's you.
Well, that shows how professional we are.
What the hell was that?
Apparently, YouTube decided to start randomly playing a trailer. So that happens.
I get stricken from copyright because of that.
Ruined.
Let's start over.
No, we're not starting over. That's
Usually,
made.
we don't edit anything out.
Yeah, that's the charm of this channel.
This is
We have to
pasted
edit while we shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm optimistic. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm hyped yet.
You're a fool.
We got two hypers and we
Yeah.
got two non-hypers.
Yeah.
It's good balance for
Yeah.
now.
Well, I'm more excited than Dave seems to be.
Yeah. He's
I,
wearing black right now. He's
Yeah.
mad. He's mad at the world.
I'm wearing.
Yeah. I just came from a Smashing Pumpkins concert.
I'm depressed
I was
now.
depressed. Yeah.
Listen to some
Billy
Wayne.
Corgan and Marilyn Manson did some weird duet. They were with a bunch of cats. It was freaky and sexual. Like,
Alrighty. So I don't know, like anything else we want to mention about this?
You know, you
Second
could go
teaser?
on for quite
no
a
one
while.
will get my
Just
reference at all.
Yeah,
And if they do, thank you.
you go on for quite a while, just
Yeah.
questions, but
No, I feel like half this video is just
Overall,
me going on about like
overall,
my
That's what the
speculations.
people want, though. They
I
So
thought it was
should.
Jake's
pretty cool.
excited. Jake is excited.
Yeah.
I guess Jordan's excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Me and
he's
Dave are
He's not showing.
slightly less excited.
Yeah. Well, you're more of a Trekkie anyway, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Which is
I've always
It's
been.
fine.
I've always been on Team Wars.
Abrams abandoned us.
yeah. But you
I'm
know,
not
he,
upset about
I
that.
guess I wasn't thrilled with that last Star Trek movie, as you know. But
Yeah.
that's
Do you
a
think
whole
they
other
could
podcast.
uh,
better on the
Let's
whole?
talk about. Can we just talk about Star Trek?
no.
I've heard rumors that Jonathan Frakes is like up to maybe direct the next one, and I'm all down for that.
Everybody's so pissed
Well, I think-
off right now.
I think the beauty though with like Abrams directing this is apparently he was just for the most part doing Star Trek until Star Wars. 'Cause
It's like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
man?
I
You
guess
wanna
like
direct
movies in
Star Wars?
space.
So apparently he was always more of a Star Wars fan than Star Trek.
Which gave me a bit more hope because
yeah.
after that last, kind of lost faith in Abrams.
But also it's just
honestly.
like you've got this
This
guy who loves to make films, and for the most part all the stuff that I've seen from Abrams, like whether it be like Lost or Star Trek and some of the other movies he's done, have all been fantastic. Like the dude loves to make films and he seems to be pretty good at it. So
I've never really had much of a problem at all
Yeah.
since he got announced. So
yeah.
I didn't have a problem with that.
So I'm yeah. Like I'm
I'm ready for this. Let's go.
I don't see how.
Somebody had to play devil's advocate here.
Gonna be
so
the
I
best
guess,
Christmas ever.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm not convinced it's going to be great, but I'm excited. I'll say that.
I'm still a little.
I think we can all. I
apprehensive,
think we can all
honestly.
agree though that it'll probably top the.
Just my
prequel
pessimistic
trilogy.
nature.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree with Jake there. Yeah,
Oh, prequels?
We don't know.
Come
we
on.
don't say that
What's
word.
is these
Come
two
on,
little-
come on.
All we've seen is like 4 minutes of random stuff.
Was there a little kid running around saying yippee?
No, thank God.
Not in
All
this,
right,
but
all
there
right.
might be. Don't know.
No, I feel like just these two.
I
so-
have so much faith in
There's
this
so
stuff.
much
Yeah.
more unknowns, though.
That is true.
Because
but,
it's 30 years later.
But I feel like they really have this down. I mean, again, Abrams is a very like professional guy. Like he's
He
actually
knows
trying
better.
to he's trying to push this movie to get released
The
sooner
Lucas
because of like all
probably.
these
Yeah.
like leaks. So he's obviously he's very passionate about it. He's just like, you know what, I'm getting tired of these leaks. Just go ahead and release the movie sooner. Hopefully that does happen. But
You
know,
kind of Christmas kind of
and
seems
again,
like the
you've-
perfect time, but
yeah,
Since they can't
That-
get the traditional May.
Yeah.
They don't
Uh,
want to put it up against Avengers because it will. I mean, Avengers are going to crush this at the box office. I mean, Disney wins either way, but
against Avengers.
they'd be about tied.
I think with this day and age, this generation, a lot of people just go to the movies for their kids.
Kind of have to side a
That's
bit
disgusting.
more with Richard, just from a monetary standpoint.
Yeah, Avengers. I mean, Disney's going to win either way.
Star Wars will do amazing. Yeah, Disney's going to win. Star Wars will do amazing, but I mean, based on every Marvel movie seems to just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they have license to print money now.
Yeah. Well, and you've got all the Iron Man movies have just done insane box office, and this is the first time Iron Man's back.
Yeah.
Just I think Robert Downey Jr. alone, Ultron is going to do insane numbers.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Not to say there's not a possibility. I mean, Star Wars is going to make a ton of money.
oh
but
yeah,
I
But
think
the
like,
anticipation for Star Wars.
yeah,
like
Also,
Richard said in
it's
this
been
day
10
and
and a
age,
half
though,
years.
and it's
Kids,
it's a thing.
kids these days are more excited for Avengers stuff than Star Wars. And you get your nostalgic people like us that go quite a bit these days, but it is a lot of times just depending on what parents are going to make the kids
And
see.
now some of these younger
Our
kids,
age, though,
yeah,
are
weren't
excited
even
about the
around for the
movies.
prequels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
10 and under
Well, the
now.
younger
Yeah.
kids are probably more excited about the TV stuff, though,
Yeah.
because that's what they know it as. They're
Yeah.
like, why are they making a live-action Star Wars?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, there's some kids out there
Yeah,
thinking that
that wouldn't
because
surprise
that's
me.
that's their perspective.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
I kind of would have to side with Richard a little bit. I think Avengers would probably make more money.
I could be proven wrong.
I think it'd be a toss-up.
Yeah,
but
I think it'd be close, maybe, but
I mean, I still would like it to come out in the fall. Because I feel like if it came out in the fall, there's really not a whole lot to be competing with. Anything real big,
Mhm.
like maybe like Ant-Man.
Also,
is
that-
casual,
Make more money
casual
than Ant-Man?
moviegoers, some 40, 50 and up, I think we'll see Star Wars over Avengers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that grew up with the series
yeah.
as a
And
when they were younger.
like some of the people that I've talked to that are like
that
the
don't go to
old-
movies
yeah,
at all. We'll go
like
see
the
it.
old school
can't
Star
play it
Wars
much
fans.
anymore, but
Yeah.
like
there's really
the-
nothing coming out
No,
anymore.
but
The people who grew up with like the original trilogy, like they're actually open-minded about this, and they're like the ones who pretend like the prequels
Yeah.
never happened. That's like their
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
But like I've talked to
they
some
didn't
of
have
them.
a real war to fight, so
Yeah, but like I've talked to some of them, and I'm kind of like, okay, what do you think about the teaser? And this is,
And there's enough curiosity with
Yeah, they're-
this new Star Wars.
yeah, they're still
brand,
like very
this
apprehensive.
trilogy.
that's the thing. It's all
Um,
based on curiosity.
Yeah, like they're still very
I'm-
apprehensive.
I'm
You
just
know what
wait-
you're getting. You know what you're getting with the Avengers.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for the product. You know,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Yep.
it to happen before I get too excited about
yeah,
it.
but
I
you know,
guess.
again, when you've got like
I don't want to get too excited and then get
Mhm.
let down.
Yeah.
I guess is
Yeah.
where I'm coming from. But
which is understandable. But you know, when you've got like the hardcore people who grew up with the original trilogy open-minded about this, it's kind of like I'm still really apprehensive.
that's what I'm
but
saying.
I think it could be.
I think the open-mindedness
You know.
comes more from a curiosity because there is so much unknown.
Yeah.
I like how I've made apprehensive the word of the day.
Yeah, definitely. For that same reason, I mean, it could, it's unknown. It could be whatever you want, and I think people are choosing to take the positive, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, just like even with thing is, again, playing devil's advocate. I'm sorry I'm taking your job here, Dave. But,
No, we share it like many things.
people were just as excited for the episode 1 trailer. Like people
Oh,
would go see some other movie just because that was playing, and then leave after the trailer.
Fair enough.
I was back before,
The
Yeah,
real big.
it is.
YouTube
Yeah.
internet era, but
Yeah,
But I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a international icon. Anything to do with Star Wars, people are gonna go crazy over.
And now it's
I
like
would say, I do feel more. I don't feel overwhelmingly negative. I'm just kind of saying.
Just kind of sitting,
Yeah.
waiting,
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I'm not.
hope for the
Yeah.
best.
I'm kind of just wouldn't say on the fence, but I'm not getting too excited about it. I'm not like
I can't help
not
it.
even really that apprehensive.
Yeah,
I'm just
neither can
kind
I.
of I'm in the middle with like I really hope it's amazing. I hope it blows my
Yeah.
mind. I hope it's incredible.
well, I mean, I hope Batman v Superman is amazing. I'm definitely still apprehensive about that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Jordan though. Like I'm, like after that first teaser, like
Yeah.
a few months ago, I was just like,
I almost feel like that was a little better.
I kind
The
of,
first
I kind
teaser.
of get where you're going.
Yeah.
With
Well, it
that.
was shorter too.
Yeah.
A lot of more one shots.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if it was a full trailer, it would have been better.
Mhm.
Whereas this teaser, like, it's just maybe it was a little too much teasing. I don't know. For me, but
Like,
I would like to be teased for a certain
You're,
amount of
yeah,
time.
you're,
I can
you're
see.
a 5 minute and under guy.
Was
I can see where you're going, but
2 pumps is all you need.
overall, I'm sure I've made it abundantly clear how ecstatic I am for this new film.
I am
I'm
extremely
not,
surprised
like-
you would say that.
I'm not as dead set positive it's gonna be great as you are, but I hope and I want it to be good, and it's looking positive. I just there's just that little bit of doubt in there.
I would say I don't even.
I-
really
Dude,
have-
I think both these 2 teaser trailers have taken the doubt in
Yeah.
my mind, if there was even any.
I don't think
I-
I really have any outs. I'm just kind of like sort of in the middle. Like I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I will definitely see it.
I
guess
I'll be
almost
there.
kind of withholding
I'm
judgment.
Going opening
I am-
night, buy my tickets as soon as they're on
Oh, yeah.
sale.
I'm definitely positive it's going to be better than the prequels.
Most definitely.
Yes.
I would say I don't know. Well,
Okay.
I mean, there's
We're not paying him to say this either.
there's
No,
always
we're
the
not.
possibility that
I'm actually a little surprised
could
you're
be
not
worse,
as
but-
excited, Dave.
I'm not.
And I think it'll beat
I don't know.
Avengers.
Dave didn't like Pacific Rim. He
well, I
doesn't
think
like
box office is a totally different.
No, it's not.
It's a different discussion than
You don't like fun.
what movie would be better. But
You don't like fun.
no, fun is overrated. They're a terrible band.
Period.
That's the point.
But any other final statements or anything before we wrap this one up, gentlemen?
Is it Christmas yet?
I'd like to apologize to all the
Unfortunately,
fun
no.
fans out there.
Yeah,
It's not really my thing. Or I guess they're skilled musicians. Personally, it's not my style.
Anything about Star Wars we'd like
Oh,
to say before
oh,
we wrap
um,
this up? Aside from,
this thing needs to hurry up and come out.
I think that we
My
can all
final
agree
thought,
on.
Yeah, finally, I say something we can all agree
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Usually,
And
I'm
by
the
that we can
controversial
end.
one
Yes.
on this channel.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
I am excited, but not. I'm not quite that hype yet.
You'll get there.
You'll get
You'll
there
get
by
there.
summer.
Maybe I will.
Yeah. But I find your lack of faith disturbing. Just wanted to throw that out there before we end this. With that being said, until next time, everyone, cheers.
I'm Reverend Spaceman.